Hey everybody, this is Ben with Living Jazz. Today we're going to look at the rhythm behind the music of reggaeton. Reggaeton is a really popular music all over the world right now, and it's a lot of fun to listen to and play along to. So today's lesson is going to combine elements of A, Afro-Cuban rhythm, and B, offbeats found in reggae, which we've talked about in previous lessons. But reggaeton is a totally different kind of music, so let's dive in. First of all, what is reggaeton? At its core, reggaeton is a combination of three things: reggae, Latin music, and hip-hop. So if you turn on the radio right now, or look at what's really popular on the internet, you're likely to come across some reggaeton. Today, we're going to learn about the rhythm fundamental to reggaeton using three different tools: a real drum, that's going to be this one right here, our hands, and in acknowledging the influence of hip-hop on reggaeton, we're also going to use a drum machine, all together, all three of those things, to play a reggaeton beat. So, first of all, let's examine a classic reggaeton beat, also known as a djembe, after a song released by a Jamaican artist named Shabba Ranks called Dembow in 1990. Do you remember where Jamaica is? Can you find it on this map? Here's the reggaeton beat. Here's the reggaeton beat. I'm making this beat using a free app called GarageBand. And here's it being played on a djembe. We're going to play this rhythm together with our own hands in just a few minutes. But first, I want to show you how the reggaeton rhythm combines elements found in both the Afro-Cuban clave and in the offbeats found in Jamaican reggae. So the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to break down the concept of rhythm into a clear-cut grid. A grid, our grid in this case, is a group of evenly spaced squares. No beat is any closer or farther away from any beat next to it. Our grid is going to have numbers on every other beat, with offbeats in between those numbers. Offbeats are written out as a plus sign symbol. We're going to vocalize those offbeats with the word and. So it's going to look like this. And it's going to sound like this: 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and. Okay? So, how do we get reggaeton by combining Latin music and offbeats? So we're going to start with the 3-2 clave. Here it is. Remember this one? Clap along with me. Here we go. Perfect. So remember that offbeats live in the spaces in between the numbers. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the clave has an offbeat built into it. Right here. Can you find it? The offbeat is in the space between 2 and 3. So we call that the 2 and. Okay? There's only one offbeat in the clave. All the other beats, if you notice, are on beats. Okay? So, now that we've got our clave, the next thing we're going to do is cut it in half, right down the middle. And we're going to take out the 2 part of the clave and replace it with another 3 part. So that sounds like this. Try clapping along with that. Here we go. Perfect. Okay, so now we're going to add a new sound. That was a clap. Up next is we're going to add a kick drum. And we're going to put the kick drum on the odd numbered beats. So we're going to put it on 1, 3, 5, and 7, because this is an 8-beat part, right? Okay, so let's hear what that sounds like if we add the kick drum. The last thing that we're going to do to get the reggaeton beat is we're going to remove the clap part every time it's at the same time as a kick drum. So that's going to sound like this. Cool, you got it. Okay, so that's a reggaeton beat. So to recap, reggaeton is built on a modified version of the 3-2 clave, the 3-part in particular, with kind of a steady beat underneath it. Pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to practice playing the reggaeton beat. Today, I'm going to play the rhythm on a djembe drum, right here, which we're going to spend some more time talking about in a future lesson. Okay, so basically what you want to know, though, is that the djembe comes from West Africa. It's generally considered that it originated in and around the country known as Mali now, a long, long, long time ago. Probably around the year 1250, so over 700 years ago. It's a beautiful, versatile, and traditional African instrument. To play the djembe, you hit the drum in different places with your hand, and you get different sounds. If you don't have a djembe at home, no problem. You can get a similar effect by sitting up in your chair and playing drums on your legs by bouncing back and forth between your left and right hands. We're going to do that as well. Our rhythm today involves back and forth patterns between your left and right hands. In particular, I want you to play the right hand part closer to your knee and the left hand part kind of on your thigh, sort of on the side there. So let's practice the reggaeton beat together. We're going to alternate between our left and right hands. It's going to sound like this. Right, left, 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 right, left. I'll play it for you. Join me. Right, left, 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 right. That's a simple reggaeton beat, kind of the underlying rhythm that is within most reggaeton songs. I'm going to try playing it on my knees now so you can hear what that sounds like. So here's the beat. Try tapping along. Right hand, left hand. Good, you got it. So that's the simple reggaeton beat, kind of the underlying rhythm that you'll find within most reggaeton songs. But they also contain more variety and more syncopation. So I'm going to play the beat one more time using the drum machine, and I want you to play anywhere you like on the beat. Find whatever little pattern, whatever groove you like that's either within, straight away, the reggaeton beat, or something kind of more complicated. You can express yourself however you'd like to. You might try this. Or you can clap. Okay, so that's a little bit about reggaeton, a little bit about the beat underlying it. I hope you had fun. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you learned something. And we'll see you next time. This is Ben with Living Jazz, signing off.